Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to make a quick little tutorial on lens blur in Lightroom. I'm sure there's some other videos out there on the internet, but I figured I'd just give a quick little walkthrough, make it like 1 minute, super easy. I got a nice little photo here. Let's get into it. Alright, so essentially what we have here is this nice little photo. This is the before. So it's actually, I just was randomly taking this photo just to test the lighting, but this is right after engagement. Surprise proposal I shot out in Leavenworth, Washington. Beautiful little town, really cool. So anyways, I used the lens blur. I not only edited this, I brightened it up. I did a little masking here for the people, brightened them up a little bit, you know. And so when we come down to lens blur, it's a pretty cool little tool. And I would say I want to give a few uses on how to use it and my thoughts on it. So I really think it's a good tool for like one-off photos. Like if you have just one photo that you're like, yeah, I want to use this for, it's great. But you'll notice like if you copy the settings for this photo, it will not copy lens blur onto it. There's no option for lens blur on the copy thing yet. I don't really know why. I don't know why they can't just have this copied. It's early access apparently right here. But it'd be nice to just copy and paste it across everything, but it can't. So that means every single photo you have to manually go down and click on lens blur, click apply, do the thing. It's like pretty annoying. But for one-off photos like this, I thought this was kind of cool. She's like looking at her ring, he's smiling at her. I was like, the lamp, the trees. I was like, this is kind of a cool photo actually. I would like to give this to them. I think they would like this. A little in-between moment. It's kind of cool. And without the lens blur, you know, there's no problem. See, it'll load here in a second. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with this. I mean, yeah, I don't mind things being a little more in focus. But I'm like, hey, I have this option for lens blur, and I kind of like that too. It kind of makes it look a little more like high-end lens kind of thing. I wouldn't go too far with it. Like, I think it starts out at 50, and 50 is like, you can tell it's fake. I would not use 50 most of the time, unless you're just like hardcore. I don't really know. It just seems really like fake and stupid. I don't know if it's gonna even load. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, it's like you could have a lens that shoots this, but I just wouldn't do that. So let's undo that. I think this is fine. This is a nice little extra bokeh on it. So I want to talk a little bit about the features on lens blur and kind of how they work. So this is the blur mount, obviously. And a little tip or trick to figuring this stuff out is if you just hold your mouse over this, it should give you a little description. So this is the bokeh type. This is just basic circle, modern circular lens. Then they have bubble, standard circular shape with overcorrected spherical aberration, 5-blade, ring, donut, bokeh, something weird, and cat eye. This looks a little bit like a sun flare kind of thing, but I'm not quite sure. I have tested the boost out. This is for highlights. I have not seen a single difference when I've been using this, even with a photo like this where you can clearly see like all the highlights in the background. If we give it, yeah, adjust the brightness of out of focus light sources. So that should be like all of these, right? I put this to 100, I put it to 0, I put it back. I did not see a difference. Don't really know what to tell you on that one. Don't understand what it is. Focal range is pretty cool. So this is our subject right here. This little white, yellow step thing. This is our subject here. And the AI, whatever, you know, Photoshop thing. It's been doing this before AI has really been out for a few years now. It's done a great job of selecting the subject most of the time. I mean, I used it for this mask. And it hit it right off the bat, and it's been doing that for years, like a few years now. It's really cool. It's super helpful. So, and then this is all your background. All the purple is your background. So if you want your background to be in focus and your subject out of focus, all you do is move this over here, and bam, I don't know why you would do this. I mean, I guess I could see, like, if you want to be artistic, creative, have the subject out of focus and the background in focus, you could do this, perhaps. if you really want to see the background, like big mountain range or something, it'd be kind of cool, you know. But I think for the most part, you'd stick with the regular subject and just keep it that way. Yeah, and then you have visual depth. You can refine stuff. The visual depth gives you some of the purple and stuff in the photo, and I personally don't find this useful, but you can use it if you want to. And then there's a few like fine-tuning options here you can mess around with the subject and what is this? Point, area, focus, set focal range manually via clicking and dragging on the photo. So you can click on more of the focus point. But yeah, like I said, you know, this shows you the visual depth of, like, this is the subject right here, the yellow, white, and then you have, you know, the purple and stuff is all the background. So kind of cool. I don't really need to use that. It does a pretty good job in general if you have photos that are very straightforward. But yeah, so anyways, that's a cool little walkthrough on lens blur. Again, like the best use, I would say, this is for kind of like one-off photos. If you're being really creative, you're taking extra time for photos, if you have a portrait of some sort, or just like one special moment, you want to, you know, you can just add just a little bit of lens blur, would maybe, you know, up the quality just a little bit, make it stand out a little bit more. But I probably wouldn't use this for like all photos. If you have a low-end lens, you know, you could spend your time going through every single photo putting this in, but I probably wouldn't. I would probably just get a better lens. Like a 50mm 1.8 or something, you know, would be great. It would look very similar to this, probably even better. Shoot at 1.8 would be great. This was on a 15-35. So 15-35 2.8, you know, it doesn't really have the best background bokeh. Yeah, where's my freaking lens at? Yeah. So I'm shooting the RF 15-35 2.8, and it's not, you know, it's got okay bokeh, but it's not really meant for bokeh unless you're real close up. So yeah, that's my tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful. And let me know if you have any questions or drop some comments about the lens blur. What do you think about this kind of fake lens blur effect? Personally, I would not use this for most photos again, but let me know what you think. See you guys later.